until 5 a.m. Welcome to the undisputed Calypso King of the world. Radio 95 presents Part 2 in our Royal Weekend Specials. 10 hours of the undisputed Calypso King of the world, Slinger Francisco, the mighty Sparrow. From now until 5 a.m. you will hear all the major hits of the mighty Sparrow from 1955 to 1990. An exclusive interview with the mighty Sparrow to Radio 95. Tributes by leading exponent of the art form to the mighty Sparrow. That's a profile that has made the man, the mighty Sparrow, the undisputed Calypso King of the world. Sparrow's incredible dominance of the Calypso art form for the past 35 years is stupendous. The secret behind the success story of the most successful Calypsonian of all times: talent, opportunity, concentration, and perseverance. Sparrow's success is built on the planks of his astonishing talent, strict dedication to the role of turning out masterpiece regularly. Sparrow touched by the finger of genius. From 1981, stand by. The birdie in full flight on 95. Everybody loves him, but he's a good for nothing. Talking about crazy Mr. A commentary by Sparrow on one of the favorite TV comedies of the early 80s. From 1981, Sparrow with Sanford.
The road is black across Sanford past with blind colors. In a dance, a romance. When you see he drink coffee riddle and he start to walk like a cripple, poking fun at all ethnic people, he will make you laugh in the rhythm. Sanford, 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 oh Sanford, and his son. Elizabeth, this is the big one, baby. Elizabeth, coming to meet you, honey. Elizabeth, this is the big one, baby. Elizabeth, coming to meet you, baby. I'll be the one with the big bag of pistachio on my back. And would I show if I didn't care for you?
For those who thrive on details, Sparrow was born 6 a.m., 2 hours after his mother, Clarissa, left to dance at 4 a.m. in Grand Roy Bay, Grenada, a small town 9 miles from the capital of Grenada, St. George's. Sparrow weighed 12.5 pounds. At school, Sparrow was well behaved and respected. At the weekly Friday school concert, Sparrow sang the ballad Red River Valley 5 times before singing a Calypso. After school, he did a lot of reading and studying on his own. As a teenager, Sparrow would visit the Spike Club on Nelson Street and listen to his idols, the Calypsonians of the day, performing their ditties. Sparrow sang for $5 at a show at the Lotus. That show was emceed by Holly Bitoulier. I chatted with Holly about his early encounters with the birdie.
I needed a Calypsonian because all the better Calypsonian had gone out like they do now on contracts to Guyana, some to America, but it was more the Caribbean islands. There was Zebra, there was Skipper, all these Calypsonians. Skipper is still alive in the Virgin Islands, he's now a preacher man. There was Young Killer, who is in the United States, the Spitfire, who is now dead, and all these guys within that range had been out. And I called the Calypso Club, which was near to the Miramar where it was now. And it was a hotel and a club. And the guys would play their guitars and sing and, you know, what have you. And people from the Miramar would come across and occupy rooms, and it was a sort of side show. And this guy said to me, I want you to give this man a break. He was so agile, he was so fit. The Lotus was a sort of step that turned in and was pretty high. And in 2 leaps, this young fella was standing in front of me. I hear, you want a Calypsonian? Ready for me? And we went into the thing. And when he heard what the price was, he was very indignant. And then I said, well, look, if even you're going to sing, you've got to get a jacket. And he was so annoyed. He wanted to know in the most obscene of language whether a bloody jacket sang or whether it was a man with a guitar. And I said, well, listen, you will conform because people here have to wear a coat and come up here. And if you entertain, the least you could do is wear a coat, forget the tie. Well, we hassled and hangled and whatnot, and eventually he came, and he was such a terrific success. We had a problem. I didn't want him to sing his songs because I didn't know him, and Lord Melody was the man of the moment, and all Melody's songs like Mama Look a Boo Boo Day and all that sort of business, that's what I wanted him to sing. And we fought along, and we got along, and people loved him, and he wanted a raise, and when I gave him $7, he perhaps today is still annoyed with me, and
I fell in love in January, got married in February. I fell in love in January, got married in February. From the middle of March up to and went away, coming back home as to spend my honeymoon. I received a letter in June. It was dear Sparrow, darling, I hate to write. Oh my dear, I must let you know tonight, the baby born, and the darling you ought to know. I am so happy the child resembles your Uncle Joe. Because I wanted to hear from you. But then I thought was a different Sparrow. I only know this woman a few months ago. Say what you like, she is running wild. Since I born, I never hear about a 3-month child. But it's dear Sparrow, darling, I hate to write. Oh my dear, I must let you know tonight, the baby born. Since it started to grow, I am so happy to say it's the image of Uncle Joe. Now I want you to pay attention. Tell me if I took the right action. Took up my pencil and piece of paper. I decided to write my lover something wrong. No one can deny it. My wife is involved in some kind of racket. Before I finished right to move from the table, the postman came back, this time with a cable, saying, Sparrow, please hurry home today. Oh my dear, oh my darling, do not stay. The child is yours. Christening is soon, you know. When the time comes, I'm going to invite Uncle Joe. Night and day I began to worry. I now realize I'm married to her. But the way how she walks, how she's so pretty, love at first sight is what really trapped me. But when your hand is in the lion's mouth, somehow or the other you must take it out. So right and forth and you are hard to act, and in her own coins I'll pay she back with dear Elaine. Sweetheart, I love to ride. Oh my dear, I must let you know tonight, it's obvious if the baby resembles Joe, give it to him. The result of a sparrow is a bird, not Joe.
Postcard to Sparrow, also known as Death Sparrow, the mighty Sparrow in all his splendor and glory, featured tonight on this 10-hour tribute to the undisputed Calypso King of the world, We don't stop till 5 a.m. A grand Jersey Club sale is now on at Baker Sports and Casual Wear, 50 Farfar Street, Arima. To be a member of the Jersey Club, just purchase a club design t-shirt. This entitles you to 10% discount on any purchase for 1 year. Choose from 20 different designs of t-shirts, sports, casual and beachwear, wholesale or retail. Baker Sports and Casual Wear, manufacturers of locally designed t-shirts, sports uniforms. Baker Sports and Casual Wear, grand Jersey Club sale now on, 50 Farfar Street, Arima. For low cost in foodstuff, come to low cost supermarkets, Southern Main Road, Columbia, Monroe Road, Columbia, and El Socorro Road, San Juan. All grocery items, including fresh produce, halal meats, toiletries, soft drinks, and variety items at the lowest possible prices. Pensioners get $10 worth of free groceries with every purchase of $100 with their pensioners' checks. Low cost supermarkets, committed to the lowest possible prices and pleasant, efficient service. Southern Main Road, Columbia, Monroe Road, Columbia, and El Socorro Road, San Juan. Low cost supermarkets. We are reminiscing live on 9-5 with the undisputed Calypso king of the world, the mighty Sparrow. 1977, Carnival Woman.
Let me hold your hand, jumping up in the van. Oh, woo, Lord. To whom it may concern, this she carries me on. All right. Girl, when you shake, my heart does ache. And when you whine, it blows me mind. Come to me, little dove, let me be your carnival love, your carnival love. Though it comes but only once a year, there are lots of things we two can share. Can't you see, sweet woman, I want to be your carnival man, your carnival man. Take me in your arms, baby, thrill me with your charms. Alright. Your skinny waist, your pretty face, I want to taste your sweet embrace. Come to me, little dove, let me be your carnival love, your carnival love. Though it comes but only once a year, there are lots of things we two can share. Can't you see, sweet woman, I want to be your carnival man, your carnival man. Yeah. When you move with your swerve comes carnival man. Where I say carnival man. When we get old and we get cold, now what I feel will still be real. Come to me, little dove, I want to be your carnival love, your carnival love. Though it comes but only once a year, there are lots of things we two can share. Can't you see, sweet woman, I want to be your carnival man, your carnival man.
carnival love, your carnival love. Sparrow's impact on Calypso will be felt as long as Calypso is sung. His melodies are forever seeking new untrodden paths, as evidenced in that song you just heard, Carnival Woman from 1977. Sparrow's phrasing is dynamic, or lyrical, or humorous, as the moods dictate. In 1980, Radio Trinidad talent host Auntie K reminisced of her first encounter with the bird.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm just thrilled to be here to speak about Sparrow. But of course, to me, at the very beginning, I knew him as Singer Francisco. He came to me, for my program. When this small fry came in, I said, "What's your name?" "Singer Francisco." I said, "Oh." His voice, of course, was very high and small then, as a child. So I said, "What do you want to do?" "Okay, I would like to sing." I said, "Oh, and what will you sing?" He sang, I can't remember what it was he sang, but it was a ballad, and I was surprised. He had a remarkably nice voice. So I said, "Darling, you did very well," and of course he got a prize. He was excellent even then, but as I said, not with Calypso. And I don't know when he branched off from this ballads to Calypso. I don't know what. But apparently he's very versatile. He does both well. Well, that's the only appearance as a child. He came back after when he was singing Calypsos then, you see, and he took a keen interest in the children, in their performances and in their Calypsos, because, I started having junior Calypso contests in about 1942 or 43. That is many years ago. And in those days, people thought I was mad. They said, "Fancy this woman having children to sing Calypsos. Calypsos are only for adults." Not even every adult would sing. And Mr. Selector, who was the general manager, when he heard that I was giving a Calypso contest, he was furious. He said, but I had already announced it on my program, because I don't submit my programs before. And I had announced that we were having this junior Calypso contest. So he called me in and says, "Auntie, I'm very sorry you mentioned it, because really, if you told me before, I would have stopped it. But as you've mentioned it, go right ahead."
I've discovered a new philosophy, how to live with women happily. Oh, I've got a new philosophy, how to live with women happily. What Socrates and Plato didn't know, I'm gonna suck it to you in Calypso. Every now and then cut them down. They love you long and they love you strong. Black up their eyes, bruise up their knee, and then they love you eternally. Even in the bridal chamber, teach them that you are the master. Don't be fooled with sentimentality, or they tell their friends you're a sissy. But this is one thing you must not forget. The ethic of your bedroom etiquette. Every now and then, sack it to them, baby. They love you long and they love you strong. Black up their eyes, bruise up their knee, then they love you eternally. I said a woman is so devilishly cunning, she could trap any man anytime that she wants him. Hey, boy, listen carefully, take my advice and you'll be happy like me. Don't ever let their sweet docility paralyze your judgment or invoke your sympathy. Every now and then, you gotta suck it to them. Now I said they love you long and they love you strong. You black up their eyes, bruise up their knee, and they love you one more time. Every now and then, shabba-dabba-dabba-dab, shabba-ba-dab.
Previously popularized by the Royal Lion and Attila the Hun. Philosophy by the Mighty Sparrow. For low cost in foodstuff, come to low cost supermarkets. Southern Main Road, Cunupia, Monroe Road, Cunupia, and El Secure Road, San Juan. All grocery items, including fresh produce, halal meats, toiletries, soft drinks, and variety items at the lowest possible prices. Pensioners get $10 worth of free groceries with every purchase of $100 with their pensioners' checks. Low-cost supermarkets committed to the lowest possible prices and pleasant, efficient service. Southern Main Road, Cunupia, Monroe Road, Cunupia, and El Secure Road, San Juan. Low-cost supermarkets. A grand Jersey Club sale is now on at Baker Sports and Casual Wear, 50 Farfar Street, Arima. To be a member of the Jersey Club, just purchase a club design t-shirt. This entitles you to 10% discount on any purchase for 1 year. Choose from 20 different designs of t-shirts, sports, casual, and beachwear, wholesale or retail. Baker Sports and Casual Wear, manufacturers of locally designed t-shirts, sports uniforms. Baker Sports and Casual Wear, grand Jersey Club sale now on, 50 Farfar Street, Arima. Sparrow, in your formative years, what kind of patois influence were you exposed to?
All the patois was with my mother. In particular, my father never cared much for patois. And then my travels, you see. I traveled to St. Lucia and Dominica and these places a lot.
Who still speak patois?
Yeah, they speak patois fluently. I mean, that's their language. And I am pretty much a language person. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I sing a little piece of Chinese, a little piece of Hindi, a little piece of Dutch, a little piece of Spanish, you know, from Maria, Rafaela, Marajin cousin, Pretty Little Dutch Girl, Shanghai, Yoholi Shanghai, I like languages. Even up to this year, 1990, I have one called Paki Yemwe, you know, Patois again. It isn't that I speak this language fluently, but I'm interested and I deal with people who know the language, and once I say something in English and then I ask them to translate, and then, you know, the little guy know I put it together, and you know how it is.
You mentioned your father. My understanding is your father didn't want his son to be a Calypsonian, although your mother was behind you all the way. What he had planned for you?
He wanted me, well, I don't know exactly what he wanted for me. I know she wanted me to be a doctor.
But you are a doctor, so
well,
you have...
Not that kind of doctor. I got an honorary doctorate degree, but she wanted me to be a doctor. Maybe a doctor. She didn't say what doctor, maybe doctor of medicine, whatever it is. But I don't know. I never really got around to being that kind of doctor. But he said, boy, why don't you get a serious job? You know, this thing, you have a future in it, you're making jokes. And we had a long kind of coldness or sourness on it. And my mother was the one who said, look, why don't you let the boy sing? He ain't interfering with nobody. If it makes him happy, let him sing. I don't think she particularly wanted me to be a Calypsonian either, because there was no precedent really set that says, look, your son can be a Calypsonian and it is possible for him to make a good living, so forth and so forth. But mother already, liking the son, decided, look man, if this is what makes him happy, by all means encourage him, as long as he's not doing anything to hurt anybody. Hey, what you want? And this was the door that I needed to really go and play myself.
But I don't intend to change my life. Sparrow, you ought to take a wife. Sparrow don't intend to change your life. Since I born a living bachelor, I have a room and I have my motor car. It's to see me in the evening cruising round. I have about 20 girls in town. No woman can trap me unless she got a lot of money. Sparrow is a bird flying from tree to tree. Why must I buy a car when I know how to get it? pick up with Joyce from the nightclub until Stephanie finds herself a job looking for money. Come with me, Sparrow is a bird flying from tree to tree. Why must I buy a cow when I know how to get milk free? Anyone with common sense will see I have the greatest policy. It's the waste of time and energy. If you should say you disagree, if she got no cash, no property, tell her I say keep away from me. Love I know nothing about. It's a long time since me love did drop out. Now we're looking for money. Otherwise they ain't trapping me. I say Sparrow is a bird flying from tree to tree. Why must I mind a bee when I get in the honey free?
We would like to say a special thank you to archivist Teddy Pinero and broadcaster Holly Thomas for making their Sparrow collection available for the production of this program.
If you happen to see and know any politics going wrong, with facts and figures prepared to show, it's better to bite your tongue. To them political boss, who the people trust and get double cross, you're an obstacle to be removed at any cost. Oh, a social conscience is really very dangerous to your health. The awesome strength of the powers that be most certainly will be felt. To tell them that their priorities and performances on the par. It's poetic to hear them describe to you who you are. First of all, you're a megalomaniac, a power seeker, a crazy autocrat, troublemaker. And if you tell them that the economy is no longer in full bloom, then you become a prophet of doom and gloom. Is much too rough for anyone to ignore, and I know that the people can't take it anymore. But to show you really and truly care is often misunderstood. To express an abiding love for hair seldom does any good. The system is far from perfect and most certainly must improve. But to tell them that is a very dangerous move, cause you become wicked and nefarious, counter-revolutionary, disciple of Judas, enemy of the country. You're branded as an imposter, masquerading in borrowed bloom. But everybody know you're a prophet of doom and gloom. Every day is for all kids, unhappy workers on the rampage, and all the food stuff you have spoiling in your fridge. Tell me, when will we have dependable services from T&Tech? And when will Telco and Wasa be able to fix the roads that they wreck? Don't try to rock the ship of state with them stupid questions, so accept the status quo and don't play hero. You're a nation of complainers, not at all enterprising, just a set of belly acres, unjustly criticizing. Be weak is cut and the MV Tobago is in great shape, we must presume. If you say it isn't so, you're a prophet of doom and gloom.
and some age lady to rule for our next century. And all indications are that it may well be. But retrenchment and redundancy beginning to strangle we. Inflation and low productivity don't take over already. The Integrity Commission plan is our next project also ran. Every move they make now is to ensure re-election. In this land of steady power failures, people houses in darkness, on every pillar of savannah, this place vociferous politics. You have to ask yourself which is worse between a schizophrenic baboon, a megalomaniac and a puppet of doom and gloom. From 1983, the mighty Sparrow from the album The Greatest Prophet of Doom. Television and radio personality Holly Bitodia continues his reminiscence with the birdie.
It is, in a way, parallel to none. I don't want to compare Sparrow with any other Calypsonian. I don't think it's fair to the others, and perhaps far more not fair to him. Sparrow started an era, a style, in patois we would say a gamme, of Calypso that captured the hearts of everybody who listened. And he made tracks and inroads that a number of people would never have been able to make. They did their thing in their way, in other directions. But Sparrow on the scene, and the American scene, had a way of displaying Sparrowism and creating an impact. I don't want to ever live to see Sparrow not the Sparrow he is. Because I don't know how he will take it. Because in show business we have but a short time to live. But he is so determined that at no time he will be put down or be overshadowed by anybody else. And with that determination, I have faith in him.
Living, strangling everybody. No food in the house to feed your family. It's a free for all here, I'm afraid. I believe we need psychiatric aid. Unscrupulous employers and unscrupulous workers won't care less. This place is a mess. I dig in horrors, I dig in blues. Anytime I choose to peruse the daily news, I dig in horrors because all I read about is gorillas, more laws and wars. Rioting and raping, no sitting mad people in escaping. Lord, with all this resentment and hate, with blood pressure in a terrible state, unions creating confusion, police spreading brutal in the land. They can't give me hand. I dig in around, I dig in the blue. Anytime I peruse the daily news, I dig in horrors because all I read about is hijackers, more laws and wars. Big boys up in Wassa, he come is a disaster. Discontentment in the central bank. Inflation eating away at the plant. Scarcity of rice and sugar. Plastic days gone up with milk and flour. Starvation is hard. I'm digging alright. I'm digging blues. Anytime I choose to peruse the daily news. I'm digging alright because all I read about is kidnappers, more laws and wars. Sparrow, the Calypsonian par excellence, social commentator, humorist, and always the champion entertainer, featured tonight on 9-5. This is the undisputed Calypso king of the world with the ultimate selector on 9-5 FM. For low cost in foodstuff, come to low cost supermarkets, Southern Main Road, Columbia, Monroe Road, Columbia, and El Secure Road, San Juan. All grocery items, including fresh produce, halal meats, toiletries, soft drinks, and variety items at the lowest possible prices. Pensioners get $10 worth of free groceries with every purchase of $100 with their pensioners' checks. Low-cost supermarkets committed to the lowest possible prices and pleasant, efficient service. Southern Main Road, Columbia, Monroe Road, Columbia, and El Secure Road, San Juan. Low-cost supermarkets. A grand Jersey Club sale is now on at Baker Sports and Casual Wear, 50 Farfar Street, Arima. To be a member of the Jersey Club, just purchase a club design t-shirt. This entitles you to 10% discount on any purchase for 1 year. Choose from 20 different designs of t-shirts, sports, casual, and beachwear, wholesale or retail. Baker Sports and Casual Wear, manufacturers of locally designed t-shirts, sports uniforms. Baker Sports and Casual Wear, grand Jersey Club sale now on, 50 Farfar Street, Arima. Sparrow, it is claimed you changed the image of the Calypso singer from that of an irresponsible drifter to that of an entertainer, demanding respect for his cultural contribution.
These things happened, To tell you the truth, I didn't set out to say, well, I had all the know-how to do these things, and like I set out on a mission to accomplish these things. What happened was how I felt inside. I felt that a Calypsonian should not be just a guy getting out there and singing a number, and then people just throwing Coca-Cola in the hat and passing the hat and getting money and that kind of thing, pennies and that. We had to try to emulate the greater entertainers in the world. And as time went by, every time I got a chance, I tried to be better and better on stage, like a real entertainer, not just a hustler. Because to some extent, this is what most of us were at one point in time. You get up there to get on quick and get off fast. And after a while, I got my act together, and one thing led to another. Other Calypsonians saw what I was doing, and some try again to emulate me, and to some extent, some of them did even better. Not for long, though. Because anytime they do better, for a little while I come back and take over.
Nip another button.
Yeah.
Soca Pressure. One of the 4 songs that brought home for the mighty Sparrow the King of Kings crown in 1985. The album Vanessa, the single Soca Pressure.
She didn't know what was what. Carnival is all she fun, and it looked like there'll be none. She take pen and paper from the shelf and she write to heaven for help. Dear Father, this year, please don't let them stop the carnival. A sunny and peaceful festival. As close, hot and peppy, jumping Calypso, so that we would jump up in the band drinking rum, hugging up with man, I remain us truly queen of the band. I turn on and tell her, let me see the letter. She tell me to wait a minute and she put some stamp on it. Then she get a piece of rope to tie up the envelope. She says, St. Peter, you're getting paid if you ever open this mail. Dear Father, this year, please don't let them stop with carnival. Please give us this year a sunny and peaceful festival. Please be glad for me, so that they could buy all the mask clothes. Give us plenty, a hot and peppy, jumping Calypso, so that we could jump up in the band drinking rum, hugging up with man, I remain your truly queen of the band. I'm sure by now you could tell the woman was mad like hell. She is a real sufferer with carnival fever. They don't pay no mind to she. Everyone knows she crazy. She went and she gave the person the letter to post to heaven. Dear Father, this year, please don't let them stop with carnival. Please give us this year a sunny and peaceful festival. Please with my money, so that they could buy all the masks. Give us plenty, hot and peppy, jumping Calypso, so that we jump up in the band drinking rum, hugging up with man, I remain us truly queen of the band.
From 1970, the mighty Sparrow from the album Carnival Time, Queen of the Band. It's 10 o'clock in TNT. You're inside a 10-hour tribute to the undisputed Calypso King of the world, the mighty Sparrow, on 9.5 FM. Gopi's Supermarket, Bakery and Hardware, Rodney Road, Chaguanas. Freshly baked bread, cakes and pastries, hardware items, pipes, PVC fittings and plumbings, all grocery items, all foodstuffs, soft drinks, liquor, toiletries, disposable diapers, cosmetics, with free deliveries in the area. Gopi's Supermarket, Bakery and Hardware, open till 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday, till noon on Sundays and all public holidays. Gopi's Supermarket, Bakery and Hardware, Rodney Road, Chaguanas. Max Drugs, 31A Queen Street, Arima, for all prescription drugs and patent drugs, veterinary supplies, stationeries, films, baby requisites, oils, cosmetics, and variety store items, plus a wide range of bodybuilding products. Fat burners, lecithin, dexatrin, slim fast, and ultra slim fast. Max Drugs, at your service 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Saturday, on Sundays and all public holidays, 7 a.m. to noon, and from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Max Drugs, 31A Queen Street, opposite Kentucky, Arima, 667-2659. If you're heading in a new direction today, hit the road in comfort and style. Choose fine footwear from 3 of the nation's trendiest shoe shops in Chaguanas, Sneaky Feet, 22 Main Road, and Shoes and Things, Center City Mall, and Shoe Express, Frederick Street, Port of Spain. You'll find fine footwear to suit any occasion and for almost everyone in the family. fashionable working pumps, casual slippers and sandals, and the latest colorful flats. Shoes to get you going any and everywhere. Get them now at Sneaky Feet and Shoes and Things in Chaguanas and the Shoe Express, Frederick Street, Port of Spain. We are paying tribute to the mighty Sparrow, the most articulate champion of his art form in terms of his public pronouncements, the best known, most prolific, and by common consent, the greatest singer of the Calypso art form, the greatest exponent of Calypso.